Afternoon, everyone. This is RAND. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Tuesday, June 24, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We're having a time for change call tomorrow night, Wednesday, after 9:15 p.m. Eastern. We have a lot of information to cover on that call. Let them throw their curses. If inside I am connected to what's true, my soul stays quiet and clear. You think God worries about what people say? If a few ashes fall on a mirror, use them to polish it. Lala, 14th century North Indian mystic. You want to make sure that you're in a comfortable position with no outside distractions. You are relaxed into your body, still as a statue, and focused on your breath, natural breath, rising and falling. Sooner or later, I emphasize sooner, this species, this civilization, is going to get it in a big way. Yes, there's people waking up every day on the planet. There's the Earth has speeded up so fast, believe it or not, that time is having a difficult time keeping up with it. That's a fact. So the planet is spinning at such a high rate that time is having a difficult, it's funny, time, right? Keeping up with it. This is why a lot of people have reported that it's not their imagination, but they feel that it's just ridiculous, that it felt like, I've had people say it felt like they woke up, one morning, and it was New Year's, right, of 2025. Then they went to bed, and they woke up the following morning, and it was the middle of the year. That's how some people have felt, that things are so accelerated that they're going by so quickly that we don't even, it's difficult to comprehend the fact that, doesn't it seem like a few weeks ago it was the holidays? And it's different this year, even more so than last year. So it isn't your imagination. And no matter what happens to any of us in this life, remember this one wonderful understanding. It's to finally get it that you are a powerful beyond measure, beautiful beyond words, and truly an extraordinary being who has access to unlimited love, creativity, and pleasure. Couldn't put it any clearer or concise than that. That's not just saying, that's actually describing what we truly are in these bodies. It's like people say, well, they've messed their lives up, or because of this and that, and their lives are this. You cannot screw your life up, no matter what you do. Even if you did it intentionally, you could not screw your life up. It's just a perspective in this material, physical world, and then how we look upon things and judge things. And this is all available, and more, inside each and every one of us right now. And what you do is what we're doing right in this very moment. You sit in a state of wonder and be in awe of this comprehension. Try it just for a few minutes and see what happens. You might discover some resistance, denial, or perhaps the realization that this amazing fact is already within you. It's good to know that each block you encounter in life is your greatest catalyst to diving into a deeper experience of your most enlightened self. Every experience we have as human beings contains a doorway to this divine state. All that's needed is to lock or look for the door. reach out for the golden handle and walk on through. If you get a group of people just sitting there waiting, nobody is reaching for the handle. Lifetimes can go by. Nobody is reaching for the handle. Why? Well, ego mind, fear, anticipation, the unknown, worry. And this is what it's all about. All the ancient manuscripts and all of the historical documents throughout the existence of this planet and the civilization, not only this one but others, it all boils down to really truly discovering that you are a God in a physical material body, and you have created a life for yourself so that you can experience it in a material physical body. That's what this is about. You want to call it a school, university, whatever you want to call it. This is what the whole thing is about. And why do we do that? Because we experience, we create. We're creators. It's what we do. And so we actually, so the collective consciousness creates these bodies, right? Organic material bodies. Motions, feelings, cut yourself, you bleed, bones, muscles, blood. And we experience every single atomic inch of it. And you can't get it. I mean, you can't get any better than being in a material physical body, believe it or not. Those that end their cycle or their life quickly, and they interrupt it, and then they themselves end their life. They realize that, they realize that it wasn't a good decision. We'll put it that way. And it's all on how we have been trained. All of us trained. You've heard me talk about the fact that we're babies. We're totally vulnerable. We have to be taken care of. I mean, we are super vulnerable, completely. Some mammals on our planet, in this planet, they're up and running within no time, say. We're not that way. It takes us a bit. It takes these bodies a bit to get acclimated and get up and running, get up to speed. And so during that course of time, all this stuff is dumped on us, in us, and through us by other people, by other people's beliefs and mechanisms and directions and perceptions, and we end up how we end up. And on top of it, we have amnesia. We don't remember past lives. All we remember is what? Now. That's it. The now. And if anybody were to say, well then, how am I ever going to discover for myself who and what I am? Meditations. This is the simplest meditation you could possibly connect with, that we do every day, and we've been moving towards 8 years. Every day, 365 days a year. Why? Because eventually people start to gravitate, and they do start to figure out things and say, the only way that you're going to master your ego mind is by leaving it alone. The only way you can leave it alone is by going into the now, the heart mind. There's no other way. And the only way to find peace is to go within. And the only way to get answers that you seek is to go within. This is what we do. We go within. That's why we're still as a statue. That's why we experience peace, tranquility, and benevolence. When you're in this state, this is how you'll know you're in this state, because you're not thinking. You're doing nothing about thinking, wondering, or any of that stuff. That's ego mind. So one might ask you, during your journey, how do you master the ego mind? And you say, you leave it alone. Well, how do you leave it alone? Ego mind exists in yesterday and tomorrow. It does not exist in the now. So you genuinely move yourself into the now, you have left the ego mind alone. And this is the only way you can watch it. You're an observer, remember. You're not a judger. You're a watcher, an observer. And this is how you master these things. And so you look at the ego mind and you see what it does. You see how it operates, okay? You begin to get a much clearer picture. The fog clears away. And you start to comprehend the fact is that, okay, so now I comprehend the ego mind. I know a lot more what it's doing, what it does. You know, it's like when you get upset, you get irritated. That's ego mind. Heart mind, you won't get upset and irritated. Why? Because you are not the body. You are the God within the body. And you're pure consciousness. You're divine perfection. You're the only thing that's real. Everything else, as for some, as difficult as it may be or may seem, is an illusion. Everything. Change is an illusion. All of it. You are the only thing that's real in that body. You're the God. You're the heaven. You're the kingdom of God. You're deep eternal love. You're all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Can't say that enough until this civilization begins to fully, on its own, embrace that. The discoveries will be absolutely massive, enlightening, phenomenal for every one of us. And we begin to discover is that, okay, this is great. Ego mind is great. It's taught me a lot. Okay? And, excuse me, it's taught me a lot, and I'm very grateful for it. The only reason that we protect ourselves, and we do, you know, we might be affronted by someone or something, and we go up on the guard. We go on guard. Is because we're protecting the ego mind. We don't need to protect ourselves because we're the gods. There's nothing that's going to end us. Period. But there's always weavers out there in the cosmos that want us to believe, oh yeah, you can be ended, you know, nuclear explosion or something. They want you to believe that you can be ended so that you still are in fear. You see? Gods don't fear. And everything is energy. Everything. So you use energy to destroy energy. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. Well, what happens then? Takes on a different form. Just takes on a different form. It's like you see a forest fire, and you see the trees combusting. And where's the energy? Well, the fire is produced by the burning of the wood, which releases the energy to create the fire. Period. Then you have water, which is pure energy in a different form, and you pour the water on the fire. The fire goes out. The energy takes on a different form. It's always doing that. We're in a complete proverbial soup of pure energy, all of us. We are pure energy. What about these bodies? These bodies are a form of energy. So you have a God energy inside of a physical, material, organic energy. We all know that that we are over 70% water, these bodies. Right? So if you were to dehydrate the entire body, you would look down on the ground, you would see a little teeny pile of minerals and different derivatives from the body. You completely dehydrated the body, you would have a little pile of powder. This energy takes form, its shape, it moves, it progresses, it expands. And it takes on different form. We're energy, God's energy, concentrated pure consciousness, so we like to experience things. We do. We just love experiencing things. We're not interested in just, imagine a bunch of us just sitting out in space, right? All kind of, picking our noses, and what are we going to do? I don't know. I'm telling you, we would be so bored after a very short period of time. So we create these bodies to inhabit these bodies, and we keep inhabiting these bodies because, believe it or not, it's fun. Because we know it's temporary. And so we take a temporary excursion, we enter a body, body grows, we experience a bunch of stuff, and all the information comes in, and then we leave the body. We have a paradise. It's funny, we all look for paradise outside of ourselves. You've heard stories, you've read stories, you've seen movies of paradise. There is nothing as easy and fulfilling as entering this magna glorious paradise that is within our very being. It's easiest to discover this warm, fuzzy feeling inside when we are alone, in nature, quiet, looking within ourselves for many hours. To arrive at this place means letting go. And this is a tough one for many people. It's tough, this letting go. Letting go of the hectic outer world. Put away the busy, overly productive to-do list and devote to spend time, solid quality time with you. And whatever is stopping you from making time for yourself is blocking you from experiencing the most tremendous freedom, love, and joy. So I invite you to let go of your life emotionally, mentally, and intentionally loosen your grip and relax into your true self. And here, into your true self, you will find this powerful, beautiful, and extraordinary high vibrational being. Letting go, as I have mentioned, is not easy at first, especially when we are used to spending our lives living like a closed, tight fist. So practice losing the grip on your life, and try it for at least 1 hour every day. You might be pleasantly surprised on how much you look forward to this time. Fact is that you are worth it. And when you look at yourself in the mirror, what you see is seeing you. Maybe not always clearly, yet we can only be aspects of ourself. Our entire self is too huge, too amazing, and magnificent to digest in just one sitting. It's like you can look back at your day and remember most of what happened. Yet, look back on your entire life and even past lifetimes and digest everything in the same detailed manner. You are much bigger than the mind can ever and ever will comprehend or conceive. If you start feeling a fraction of just how amazing you truly are, begin with letting go of any limiting beliefs that arise about yourself. And they'll rise. If you think you're too nice, too old, too fat, too ugly, too poor, these are old, boring stories and excuses. And in truth, they're just tiny electrons passing through the brain, making you believe you're in some prison. Realize these are all just thoughts passing through your consciousness. That's all they are. They don't have any power. And they're passing through your consciousness in each moment. You can choose to pay attention to the good ones or the bad ones. Totally up to you. This is about mastering your thoughts as well. You'll know if you have a bad thought. You'll know it. And you just say, let it pass through me. I'm not interested in that. And it does. It passes through you. Then you might have a good thought. You say, oh, wait a minute. No, I'm going to take a look at this one. I'm going to embrace this one. This is a good one here. And see, it's always up to us. Okay, does it make any sense that you're going to embrace the bad ones? Well, some of us do. Some of us do. I believe that the majority of us, though, embrace the good ones. We can easily break free from any negative or limiting beliefs running around in our mind by surrendering to loving you. Trust in the feeling of love. Believe that love is the way. Notice how it feels to be a bit more gentle and kind with yourself. What does it feel like to accept all of your parts? Real love is deep and eternal. It has no reason why it loves. It just constantly sends out gentle energy, working its magic and healing all parts of you every time. There is nothing more powerful and transformational than deep eternal love. Now, when you devote your day to loving you, being gentle with you, something very magical occurs. You start to feel the love that is already inside you now. Deep inside your soul is the infinite source of love. The energy of God, source, absolute consciousness, whatever name you place on it, the energy is the same. It is creating your experience of reality in every millisecond of your life. And it is the most benevolent, brilliant, and loving source there ever will be. Neither a lofty degree of intelligence nor imagination, nor both together go to the making of genius. Love, love, love. That is the soul of genius. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Everyone on this planet is all on this sacred spiritual journey together. This life is for our enjoyment, transformation, spiritual growth, and eventually our enlightenment. We are here to enlighten the load from our past, let go of all the heaviness we've been carrying for lifetimes. Whatever has been burdening, blocking, or frustrating to us is not real. The very instant we clearly see what is real, then everything changes immediately. There is this great relief inside as we no longer have to fight or resist anything in life anymore. The war is over. Excuse me. We can see the truth and accept that which we believed was totally unacceptable about ourselves. It is then that our greatest joy and freedom begins to settle in. There's nothing you can do to make a wrong turn in life. Nothing. Everything is part of your destiny. On an infinite highway where everything is connected, all lanes eventually reach the same infinite destination. You cannot mess up your life, period. It is perfectly imperfect just as it is. It contains all the bittersweet and sour elements needed to release your tight grip inside yourself. Relax deeply. Find out that you are powerful, beautiful, and truly extraordinary. On those days, when you feel that you made a wrong turn in your life, where you got in trouble for not yielding to the other, where you had an unconscious moment smashed into someone you love, it may feel like everything is lost. Maybe you were driving with one foot on the brake and the other foot on the gas. And mainly looking backwards in the rearview mirror. Secret here is forgiveness. Let go of whatever mistakes you've made in your life, or if you want to call them mistakes, or just experiences. They are last year's movie. Just observe the judgments of these movies about yourself without participating in that judgment. So again, you're a watcher. You're outside. You're watching, okay, but you're not participating. Welcome the experience of whatever your great error was. Accept that it was a lesson teaching you something deeper about yourself and life. By welcoming whatever judgments are showing up about yourself, the judgmentaholic inside gets to step down from its pedestal, and a hint of clarity somehow naturally finds its way in. A glimmer of lightness finds its way into the deepest, darkest night of the soul. And when you fully experience judgment for whatever it has to say, without holding on to any story about it, this universe has to present itself to you with full clarity. So my invitation for you this week is this. Do not resist any experience that life gives you. Welcome all the good and bad you see inside you. Yet give some extra special attention to that part of you that is powerful beyond measure, beautiful beyond words, and truly an extraordinary being who has access to unlimited love. Any resistance is futile. Just makes you contract from life and get even more emotionally knotted up inside. If you must resist an experience in life, be conscious about it. Know that this is your choice. There is always another way to experience who you are. Do this for 1 week. And a relaxing, freeing feeling will move on in. Trust the process. Let go. Surrender to what is deeper and already at peace on the inside. There is no beginning or ending in the journeyless journey to nowhere. You do not start from somewhere, and you do not end anywhere. You are where you are, and you continue from there. Bodhidharma. I'll join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose, and an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still, relaxed into your body, focused on the natural rising, falling of your breath. Sit quietly sometime today for about 30 minutes with the simple, soft, wonderful presence of who is here now. Let yourself open up like a flower blossoming without forcing your petals to open. Naturally open yourself to life in each moment and the people that come your way today. Enjoy. Step back from your desires today, yet don't resist them. Just take a small step back from being in such a demand or need to fulfill your desires. Notice that trying to fulfill them doesn't actually make you happy. Go deeper than you've ever gone before into letting everything in this universe be exactly as it is. By allowing everything, including your life, to be okay as it is, you stop chasing the mind and its desires. Letting is allowing, which is to be in this place of alert, playful, witnessing consciousness of enlightened being. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night and following morning. We'll return here Wednesday, June 25, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern to continue our global guided meditation call, and after 9:15 p.m. Eastern to continue our time for change call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, purest of the purest purest, eternal gratitude at all times, no matter what's happening within you or outside of you. Open your heart, allow the magic to flow in.